Montana This Morning continues on Montana's News Leader.
Embattled Senate candidate Roy Moore picked up some big endorsements. I'm Brooke Silva Braga in New York with new developments in that hard-fought Alabama Senate race.
And a Bozeman man is rushed to the hospital after an accidental shooting last night. Coming up, what police are saying about that incident.
We'll have more on those stories in a moment. Meantime, 6:30, the whole gang together. But right now, roads and travel probably our top story. Similar to yesterday, many local roads and ice covered, slippery, and dangerous. This is a look at part of the Montana Highway Patrol crash report, Matt, for the Bozeman District. More than 60 crashes reported to MHP alone in just the last 30 hours. Highway Department crews are out, and roads, especially intersections, are generally in better shape today than yesterday at this time. Weather has remained cold, still a lot of icy spots, and Matt, that sounds like maybe status quo for a couple of days.
Until we can get some of this ice melted and off the roadways, we're going to be dealing with that. That was the problem this morning. A lot of that area melted and then refreezes.
And it's not everywhere. That's the part you're going to have to be really on the lookout for. Is it's in different places.
Watch for black ice. That's what I noticed on my drive in. There was plenty of that going on. Here's a look at your impact map. Ice and temperature probably combining to be your biggest factor through the day. Temperature-wise, we're holding into the teens for most of the region. 9 degrees in Dillon this morning. Here's your forecast. We should top out into the mid to upper 20s with a decent amount of sunshine. The mountain's still picking up a little bit of light snow as you head through the day today. Good for skiers anyway, but the temperatures remain pretty bitter for most of the region, not only today but throughout most of the week. We're going to talk more in depth about your forecast from the Billion Auto Weather Patio coming up in about 10 minutes.
Thank you, Matt. Now 6:31. Again, a bit better this morning than it was 24 hours ago, but as Matt said, still plenty of slippery spots, so you do need to be careful. MTN's Kenneth Webb spoke with the Montana Highway Patrol about what you should do to make sure your commute is a safe one this morning.
Yeah, we need to plan accordingly. It's winter season. We're full on here wintertime driving, so plan accordingly. Clean your vehicle off, warm it up a little bit, make sure you can see out of the mirrors, out of the back window. Clean the snow off the top of your vehicle.
If you find yourself in a situation where you're off the road or in a vehicle collision, it may take some time for the police department to get to you because of all the wrecks.
You know, pack some warm clothes with you too, because we're hustling to wrecks left and right. The tow companies are hustling from wreck to wreck to do the best that they can do too.
Everyone at the Montana Highway Patrol says that everyone should slow down and wear your seatbelts so we can be safe traveling.
It's a team effort out here. We need to keep not only each and every one safe, but Department of Transportation is doing a heck of a job out here. We got to stay safe out here. Get from point A to point B safe.
Great tips as always. Take it easy this morning. Now, a week before Alabama's special election for the Senate, controversial Republican candidate Roy Moore is picking up some big GOP endorsements, including one from the president. This all comes amid a new report from one of the women who says Moore dated her when she was 17 and he was 34. She says she has proof that the two knew each other way back when. Brooke Silva Braga is in New York with our latest.
The Republican National Committee is once again supporting embattled Alabama Senate candidate Roy Moore. That after announcing last month it had severed fundraising ties to his campaign.
I would support him, who will support him. It's a numbers game. I want Republicans to maintain control.
Other Republicans, including the president, also came out for Moore. Mr. Trump tweeting in part, "We need his vote on stopping crime, illegal immigration, border wall, military, pro-life, VA, judges, Second Amendment, and more." The president also called Moore to offer encouragement. Moore said in a tweet that Mr. Trump told him, "Go get him, Roy." The tweet went on to say, in part, just got off the phone with President Trump, who offered his full support and said he needs a fighter to help him in the U.S. Senate. But not all Republicans are on board.
We're going to have a tough enough time in the coming years, and being the party of Roy Moore is not going to help.
All this as the Washington Post is reporting one of the women who claims Moore dated her when she was 17 and he was 34 has proof they knew each other. Moore has said he doesn't know any of the women accusing him of sexual misconduct when they were teens and he was in his 30s. But Debbie Wesson Gibson came forward with a high school graduation card signed by Moore. Several lawmakers on Capitol Hill have predicted if Moore wins the election, he'll likely face an immediate ethics probe. Brooke Silva Braga, CBS News.
Now, the latest CBS News poll shows Moore leading his Democratic opponent, Doug Jones, 49 to 43% among likely voters. And among Republican voters, 71% believe that the allegations against Moore are false.
Closer to home this morning, a Bozeman man was shot on Monday night around 9:30. Shooting happened on Leeward Court. Bozeman Police Department says it was an accidental shooting. The victim was transported to Bozeman Health Deaconess Hospital by ambulance. According to Sergeant Sean Torsdahl, criminal charges will not be filed. The investigation is now closed. Police say the victim was not suicidal, but officers would also not say if the man sustained life-threatening injuries.
And the opioid epidemic is a national conversation, with states seeing hundreds of people dying every year from overdoses. And Montana is not immune. Yesterday, Attorney General Tim Fox announced a lawsuit against one of the manufacturers of those opioids. MTN's Mackenzie Frost brings us those details.
693, the number of people in Montana who have died from an opioid overdose from 2000 to 2015. Now, Attorney General Tim Fox is attempting to hold one pharmaceutical company responsible.
This company has gone to great lengths to conceal the dangers of their product while misleading and exploiting physicians in a way that creates thousands of addicts dependent on their drug.
Purdue Pharma Incorporated is the company behind the powerful and addictive opioid OxyContin. The counts listed in this lawsuit filed in district court November 30th allege deceptive practices the DOJ believes Purdue participated in since the 1990s. Purdue's website has multiple listings about the company's commitment to safe and responsible use of opioids, but Fox says that has not been the case.
Designed to manipulate physicians to ensure that their patients are prescribed OxyContin without making those physicians or patients adequately aware of the dangers of the addiction.
The money sought in this suit will help the state move forward from the impacts of the opioid crisis.
Be anything from law enforcement to treatment to drug courts, could be pretty much anything.
Monday's announcement follows a laundry list of other states that have filed similar suits against Purdue and other drug companies and distributors, including Ohio, Washington, New Jersey, New Hampshire. Even Montana's Cascade County is filing a similar federal lawsuit against Purdue, and Gallatin and Blaine counties are interested. But Fox believes the state has an advantage over counties' lawsuits.
We have a better ability to keep the case here. We also have the Consumer Protection Act, which only the Attorney General's office can bring claims under.
This filing begins what Fox says could be a lengthy process, but he is ready to start. In Helena, Mackenzie Frost, MTN News.
Now, this announcement effectively ended Montana's participation in a multi-state investigation into opioid manufacturers nationwide. Much more about this lawsuit can be found on our websites.
Well, after about 2 years of planning the site, the new Heeb's grocery store now under construction. New store will be located at the corner of East Main and Highland in what will be mixed retail area. Mitch Bradley, the store's owner, says the business has grown out of its current store and felt like it was time to expand.
We want to offer our shoppers a lot more. Right now, we're restricted on what we can do, and we've outgrown our facility. So now this is a great opportunity to allow Heeb's to continue long into the future.
Bradley says Heeb's hopes to be up and running in its new location by next fall. City planning says it has not received any plans for the store's current location.
And talking about expansions, the Co-op on West Main has big plans that will take over the whole city block where the store is currently located. The project is set to start in March and will be finished in the fall of 2019. Shoppers will find more retail space among the bulk foods room, plus the hot bar, salad bar, and good-to-go meals will also be expanded.
Currently, our operations are spread out amongst multiple buildings. We lease an off-site kitchen, bakery, and warehouse, as well as administrative offices. So this project will really allow us to bring everything under one roof.
Now, another addition to the Co-op expansion will be digital. The store will be offering an online grocery ordering service that will allow you to shop online and then pick up at the store. A meeting will be held today at the library at 5:30 tonight with anyone with questions about the expansion, and you are encouraged to attend. Pretty interesting stuff.
Interesting.
Grocery stores getting all sorts of
expansion.
much needed space. That's
For sure.
right. Stay with us. Up next, it is your weekly spotlight on a Montana-made product. This is just in a moment. We're taking you to Conrad, Montana.
But first, we're going to talk to Gail King, see what's coming up at 7 o'clock on CBS This Morning.
Good morning to you. Ahead on CBS this morning, we're on the scene of the wildfire that exploded overnight in Southern California, forcing thousands to evacuate and causing massive power outages. And we'll talk to Ricky Kleeman about the obstruction of justice debate. The president's lawyer argues Mr. Trump cannot obstruct justice because he is the nation's top law enforcement officer. We'll talk about that. See you at 7 o'clock on